Guys, welcome back.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Now this could be a chance.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Looking for the run. He's in, short, Rummenigge! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So, a breakthrough already. And the shot! No mistake! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolute...
There's the hit! And more and more and more! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
3-0 and Messi! It's in! They're back within reach!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So is this the start of a comeback? Great ball, and he's in here. Costa Curta. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. No, that's been intercepted. Guti. Messi Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Costa Curta. Scholes. And it's Guti. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Messi. Mbappe. He's found a way through. Cleared without complication. Closing in on goal. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And one more try! They just took too long getting forward.
Ansu Fati simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
Upamecano gets across and deals with it. And he was quick to react. Cafu. Now it's Mbappe. Modric.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
And now the hit! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Really was just waiting to pounce on any slip-up, and he was gifted a chance.
Rummenigge. Well, that's beautifully weighted. It's Luis Suarez! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Mbappe. Number 24,
That gets things
Messi.
going for the second half.
Number 11,
Just
Mbappe.
eases him off the ball.
Coming on the field.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, look at the space here. Shapes to shoot!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
That looks a good ball through. Owen. Vieira can get it clear. Has a look and plays it forward. Messi. Gently done. Oh, that's clever. Oh, that was vital. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, super find. Rummenigge. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Decent hit!
The attendance for this match was
Good strike, quite an alarm.
72,306.
And we have our very first corner. And what a big... This time, surely! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Vieira.
That's good defensive concentration.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. And now the breakaway. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
That has been knocked clear. Bruno Fernandes! He scored! Back to within one! Interesting! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
You know, what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
Substitution on the field. Number 41, Rice.
We have got
Number
changes
2,
here from both sides, in fact. This is
Coming on the
threatening to
field,
become a really
number
good
4,
game.
Conte.
Listen, goals change games.
Number 7,
That has changed the whole
Daniel
complexion of
Van
this one.
Buiten.
They have the momentum now.
Substitution.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
It's Modric! They've scored! Do not write them off! Back they come! Modric duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
This has become one superb game of football.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Bruno Fernandes!
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, good ball. And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
All hands on deck for this one. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Desperate defending required here. Adams gets it away. Beckenbauer. And the referee brings it to a close. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. He's only too happy to take that back. David Villa, a little gem amongst strikers.
Yeah, and I think there are probably two things that set him apart, Peter. First, the ability to mould himself into any formation the team wants, often ploughing a lonely furrow up front. And second, having such a hugely impressive goal-scoring record, despite often being burdened with having to take free kicks and corners.
Put it all together, and you've got one of the finest strikers of his generation.
Exactly.
Messi. And he's cut it out. Great chance! He scored! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot him was ghastly defence.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Otto. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's really well manoeuvred. Messi. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done. Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. And now they can clear their lines. And it's Beckham. Beckham. Shapes to shoot. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Manchester United with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Adams getting this one clear. Has a shot! And it's come back out to him. It's there! Manchester United are back on level terms. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
That has certainly made things interesting. David Villa! And that would have been some goal.
Well, at least the crowd are appreciative of his efforts.
Neto. Otto. David Villa. Oh, he's found support out wide. Costa Curta. And Adams. Beckham. Cafu. Here's Vieira. And it's Messi. Luis Suarez. Otto. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Van Balten with the clearance.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Good ball over the top. Dida gets rid without sophistication. Beckham. Messi. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. Couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant, and as for the managers, check your heart rate.
So both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. And we are back underway. Manchester United trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
The attendance
60
for this
minutes
match
played.
was 71,898.
Beckham providing an outlet on that flank. It's a mighty effort! Harmlessly behind.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, David
We
Villa.
have got changes here
Coming
from
on
both
to
sides, in
replace him
fact.
is number 13, Batistuta. Substitution in progress.
Robertson. Shifted upfield. Well timed, excellent interception. He's gone forward, and he cuts out the supply. Neymar. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. He's beaten the last man. He won't be happy with that one. Van Balten gets good distance on it. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. That's really well cleared. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well read, nice interception. Scholes. Oh, a delicate chip through. Adams makes the interception.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, smashing header! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
And that is that. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding
Hello,
on it, but
everybody, and
it is
welcome to
equally
today's
clear
match.
and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
David Villa! That's just playing it safe and simple.
Lovely bit of skill. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's hoisted clear. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Bayern Munich with the corner, they're first. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Casemiro did so well to make use of the little space that was afforded to him. It wasn't easy, that.
Bayern Munich have their second corner now. Beckham getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, it's come loose. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. That's headed upfield. Rummenigge looking to get on the end of this. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. And no, that was never going to make it. Robertson. Now it's to Paul. To Paul! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Bayern Munich have their third corner. Header! Goal! Bayern Munich! And Bayern Munich take the lead. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the...
Shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Adams promptly onto that, and that is that. Thinks one through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Ah, good steal, he just read it. And that's really well manoeuvred. Spread neatly. He is just caressing the ball. Shot a goal! Rummenigge is flagged offside. Costa Corta. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Interesting ball. Oh, good ball. And he's heaved it away. Luis Suarez. Beckham. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, important interception. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Suarez. Beckham.
Well, he's certain.
There's the whistle for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Look, Peter, this isn't good. Their body language is not encouraging, and the manager must have a major verbal impact, or else...
Please turn your attention to the screen for information provided by the local police. Substitutions taking place.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
And that could set him on his way. Suarez has it in a wide position. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Luis Suarez. Oh, super find. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. The Paul, who's set up one goal so far.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
That is a great pick out. Mbappe! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And the lead is free. It is surely done.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
71,898.
A case now of... It's Luis Suarez! And somehow he kept it out. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's fabulous. Mbappe. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there. But there's the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Messi. Number 18, Suarez.
Oh, nicely intercepted.
Number 5, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 22, Scholes. Number 7, Beckham. Coming on the field, number 10, Neymar. Number 21,
that's nice.
Erling
Just
Haaland.
eases him off the ball.
Number 17,
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Stood up well to him there. He's found a way through. And that was very necessary. And he's there to retrieve it. And it's Neymar. Chance here to counter. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Great ball. Chance! Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, what has happened here? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Cafu. Cafu. Some resolute defending there. He's in plenty of space here.
4
it's
added
Owen.
minutes has been indicated.
Owen! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Cafu gets it clear. Rodri. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That's the end. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. Oh, he's been caught napping! Now it's Ruben Neves! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Hi bro, hello bro, hi.
And we have our very first corner. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Batistuta looks to get on the end of this. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, good-looking ball. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, the centre of midfield, Peter, is where battles are won and lost. So I see Rodri as a player who can dominate his midfield position. He's excellent at winning and recycling the ball, as well as passing it.
Rummenigge gets through. Rummenigge! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And he's picked out the run. Conte, great hit! Now, who's going to be first to this? Rummenigge, the man we've all come to watch. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Great defending, strong and determined. He can run onto that. So we're still where we started right now. And reclaimed it in a trice. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Messi, he's had a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is...
Real chance! Oh, that's a waste.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Rodri. Batistuta. And Alexander-Arnold. And here's Batistuta. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's hoisted clear. He's going for goal! And it's half-time here. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but
Haydi hadi bro.
high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. So there was the first half.
A very entertaining half, Peter. The game's being played at a really good intensity. It's been open. It's been quite end-to-end, and I think the crowd are really immersing themselves into this. And I just hope we get more of the same in the second half. Something to look forward to.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Ruben Neves! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So their fourth quarter of the game. Big header! Adams can get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. He's in plenty of space here.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's shifting through the gears here. That's a decent clearance. Julie.
The attendance for this match was
That is decidedly lacking.
Julie controlled that with such ease and really ought to have followed it up with a goal.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can. And
Julie! Goal!
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Substitution on the field. Number 5. Karl-Heinz
So,
Rummenigge.
time for changes
Number
on both
18,
sides, actually. This looks very much like a shoring up of the
Number
rear
8.
guard.
Look, only
Messi.
time will tell now if this is the
22.
right decision, but at least the manager hasn't dawdled. You know,
Number
he's reacted
9.
quickly, and it needed that.
Executor.
It's
Coming on the
Totti!
field. Number 39.
Denied by an instinctive
Number
save.
21.
Totti actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Number 10. Neymar.
They're up to
Number
5
6.
corners now.
Pedri. Number 26. Robertson.
Adams gets it
Substitutions
away.
taking place.
And now they can spring out of defence. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Great chance! He has done it! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever move.
Can he finish? He's played it long.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Tell. A real chance and a real let-off.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
The final 5 minutes. Oh, there's a probing ball. Julie is offering some sort of an apology there.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Played it again.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Pinches it off him. He's beaten the last man. It's Bale! Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
And that is that. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello,
Without a doubt,
everybody,
it is the
and
week's
welcome
most
to today's
eagerly
match.
awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Oh, what a climb! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. I was going to be disappointed with that. Fermin. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, nicely intercepted. Hernandez, played back in. Passes short and sharp. Oh, good-looking ball. Messi, that's really well manoeuvred. And the shot! He's got it all! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Up he goes! Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Vieira cuts out the pass. Oh, that looks a cracking ball, and he welcomes it in. Araujo, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That heads it! And yes, it's there! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now it's Drogba. Drogba! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Drogba is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. And he's taking no chances there. Rummenigge.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Corner number 3 coming up. And the header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. And it's Messi. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And he's all... Vermeer! He's scored! It's level again! What a match we have!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
3 minutes at a time.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
And we've reached half-time. Well, it has been a pretty crazy game so far. The game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that. Yeah, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Any cars parked on the
Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. Second period then underway. No changes at the interval from either side. Hernandez, well seen, saw that coming. Suarez looking to run onto it. Hernandez, and it's been given away. Fermin. And it's Drogba. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's had a hit! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Back into the middle. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Hernandez. Araujo. Quality ball.
The attendance for this match was 71,898.
Quarter of an hour into the second half.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there.
It's Luis Suarez! And it's in! And again they hit the front. So that goal then.
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Short changes him with that pass. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pedri. Fermin. No, that was never going to make it. 75 minutes played.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Suarez. The fullback is in acres of space here. Can he put it away? Van Dijk can get it clear. And another try! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Substitution on the field, number 8.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Number 18, Suarez.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Pedri. Number 14, Guti. Coming on
I think it's time for them to
number
concentrate
10,
on closing this one out.
Number 39, Tel. Number 21,
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Scholes. Number 7.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
2 added minutes.
Neymar. And that's that. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.
Hello everybody, and this
Terrific
is a
recovery,
reminder to
a
let you know
really
that you'll be
fine
able to
win
catch
that,
today's
Jim Beglin.
match
They've
broadcast
taken
live
advantage
on
of
your
some
club's
complaints.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello, everybody,
Without a
and
doubt, it is the
welcome to
week's
today's
most
match.
eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Rummenigge! Just off target. Well, at 6'6", and with that sort of a physique, Jim, Daniel van Bouten was only ever going to be a monstrous centre-half, wasn't he?
Yeah, and a very good one at that. The first Belgian, I believe, to become a European champion at club level.
Yes, he was. And to do that, you've got to be pretty handy. And he welcomes it in. Now it's Torres. Fernando Torres gets through on his own. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, that's a key interception.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Cafu. Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And it's played forward, and he cuts out the supply. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Deflected behind for a corner kick. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. He's got tall. Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Torres. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And Batistuta! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Batistuta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Heads it! He can get that clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Costa Curta. Aimed beyond the defence. Alexander-Arnold. Aim forwards. Pedri. Rummenigge bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Rummenigge showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Now the finish! Marvellous
whenever he reminds us of
Hi bro,
memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Quick, decisive and unerring. A textbook example of how to turn defence into counter-attack. That'll do for me every time.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more. Yeah, that's top to Torres! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And yes, it's there!
Even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him fall. Real chance! It's in! Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
And he's had it nicked away. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Cafu. Rodri does really well to win the ball there. Cafu got a long way forward to join the attack. And he was quick to react. Cafu. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's... And Torres!
Danger averted for now.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they? It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That is lovely. Alexander-Arnold, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Added minutes has been indicated.
And he can clear it away. And he's there to retrieve it. And here's Batistuta! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looks sharp.
Bro, pinne കളിച്ചാ പോരെ നമുക്ക് പിന്നെ കളിച്ചാ പോരെ ഇപ്പോ കളിക്കാൻ മാച്ചാണ്.
Substitution on the field. Number 17, Fernando Torres. Number 5, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 6, Hadrian. Number 14, Guti. Number 8, Messi. Coming on the field. Number 39, Tal.
That has been deflected.
21.
It's a pretty loose pass. Added time is up. There goes the whistle. Well, that was
Bro, pinne കളിച്ചാ പോരെ എന്നാ ചോദിച്ചേ. Later.
a real ride. side that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning.
Please join me in wishing all the best.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the manager still looks as if he has...
Yes, bro, I am speaking Malayalam. Right now I am busy. Later we will match together. Bro, came to tomorrow. Tomorrow we will play 1v1.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Well, if he did just miss it, we are... He's had a hit! We've got to be quick to recover this. And he's gone looking for safety. Great hit! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Paris Saint-Germain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And the pass is intercepted. Shifted upfield. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
And he was alert to it. Danger averted for now. He's got away. Batistuta. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Now the finish! Could move up a gear here. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Guti will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rummenigge! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Rummenigge is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Paris Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Batistuta.
That's good play from him.
Batistuta was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Batistuta. Messi. And it's Guti. Rummenigge. Rummenigge showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Musiala. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. He can run onto that. Messi.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Rummenigge. And they're back on the ball again. Oh, shooting chance! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
To please drink responsibly.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Shapes to shoot. And that is doing no harm at all.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Well-timed, excellent interception.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Still just a single goal between the sides.
The attendance for this match was 71,898.
Communication breakdown there, it seems. Luis Suarez is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Can he finish? Oh, the ball in for the pieces. A real chance and a real let-off.
Paris Saint-Germain certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Bayern catches it safely. Well read, nice interception. Costa Curta. Aim forwards.
Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the time.
Luis Suarez! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Look, they don't come much better in terms of ball striking. It deserved a better result than that.
And here's Batistuta. And Batistuta! Now that pass has been well intercepted. Real chance! Sticks it away! There seemed no way back, but they are level. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 5.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Paris Saint-Germain grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner.
Adams makes the interception. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear win. That is Sturton! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
That's a real chance missed. Terry. Haaland. Nicely worked. Now it's Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Has been indicated.
Beckenbauer promptly onto that, and that is that. And there goes the final whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. The action has already started. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Van der Vaart.
that was well seen too. Good clearance. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Neymar. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Tony Adams. Now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival.
Great hit! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Out to the right. Pedri. Upamecano makes the interception. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
He won't be happy with that one. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Cafu. Cafu hurtling down that right flank. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That looks a cracking ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Luis Suarez! And he's done it! There is the breakthrough. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bellingham. Iniesta.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Luis Suarez. He's got away. Oh, great ball. Rummenigge! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Now this time, surely! It's in! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And the first half is done. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And the game has already resumed here. Van der Vaart. And that should get the job done. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Cafu gets across to intercept that. Makalele kept his eye on it, and he's there. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Already through the middle. Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, perfectly measured that. There's the shot! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And they are cruising away.
It's the stuff you work on in the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Number 21, Iniesta. Coming on to replace him is number 22, Yamal.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. 3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And that's a throw-in. And he's gone looking for safety. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's well spotted. Guti. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Cafu looking to run onto it. Cleared away. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. 75 minutes played. Cafu got a long way forward to join the attack. He's shifting through the gears here. Adams tries to clear. Petit cuts out the pass. Thinks one through. Gets his pass away. Time and again they are repelled. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And Torres! For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
2 added minutes has been
And he's
indicated.
managed to get free. 2 minutes to be added on. That's that, the end. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Adams wins the duel this time, and that could set him on his way. Hits one! That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Messi with the short one. Davids with the clearance. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. He's picked his way through. Batistuta. And Batistuta! That was superb goalkeeping.
Batistuta is offering a wry smile there.
Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. He could be in here. And he's on his way. And he's quick to get it clear again. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Threads one in. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he's been shifted off it. And that's put paid to a promising move. It's a sharp pass. And here's Batistuta. Neymar in acres of space out wide. Neither side yet able to find the net. Cafu in with the challenge. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, here's a chance! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. And the counter is on. And no, that was never going to make it. Clips it so gently. And nicely intercepted. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, super find. He's in, surely! Mbappe!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ball is over the line. Rodri. Dida.
There will be 1
Rodri.
minute added time.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 24. Number
And the
17.
action is back on the way.
Marquinhos.
0-0,
Number 13.
and we're at the halfway point.
Coming on the field. Number 22.
Cut it out.
Tutti.
Oh,
Number
good read.
23.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ball has bounced loose now.
Erling Haaland.
Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. Scott goes on a charge down the left. That is good strength. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And Batistuta! It's in! The breakthrough arrives at last!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
72,306.
He has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Floated up and over. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, and he's through the middle. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Driving through the middle. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He can get that clear. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Messi. Rummenigge. Scholes. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Luis Suarez. Decent hit! He has done it! We thought it was over! It's all square once more!
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 14.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So all square with almost... Haaland!
Substitution.
And a terrific save from the keeper.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
The message is simple, defend this with your lives. Keeper's dealt with that. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Haaland.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And the number on the board is 3. Rodri.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling.